All right, here with Dylan Moses. We'll open it up. First question to Charlie Potter.
Hey Dylan, Coach Saban said that you're playing better and better as the season is going on. Just for you personally, how much more comfortable are you now from the start of the season?
I'm a lot more comfortable. I had to adjust, pretty much after not playing for a year and a half. I really had to get my feet wet again and, playing college football. So I feel like this point in the season, I'm pretty comfortable.
Tony Sakalas with the next question.
Hey Dylan, can you talk to me about your relationship with Tyler Harris and the kind of the leadership and brotherhood he passed on to you, and then how did you pass that on down again to his brother Christian?
Tyler Harris, I've been knowing him about the same amount of time I've been knowing Christian. He was always, older, kind of like the big brother of the group. No, but I've learned a lot from him, as far as, from him being in high school, being grades above us, and him going to Wake Forest and then playing for the Seahawks. He has a lot of knowledge, and he's taught me and Christian a lot. He gave us a lot of advice.
Over to Edwin Stanton.
Hey, Dylan, can you talk a little bit about the defense as far as finding an identity? A couple little mishaps, especially in the passing game earlier this season. I feel like y'all have gotten yourselves together and formed an identity so far.
Oh, yeah. I feel like every single game, we're building on that. We're not trying to be complacent, but the main goal is to play for 60 minutes and play one play at a time. That's the main thing, and I feel like that's the difference between our defense now and, in the beginning of the season.
Michael Casagrande with the next question.
Hey, Dylan, I remember a year ago for the LSU game, you came out, you were in full gear on the sideline, even though you weren't obviously going to play. What did that mean to you, and what was that moment like for you to be on the sideline?
It just meant like, I really wanted to be out there with my teammates, and, I wanted to give them, just an extra push, extra motivation, one of their leaders aren't out there, but, he's willing to, come out there and dress up, and give, the support that they needed, in that particular time frame. But it definitely meant a lot for me.
Over to Mike Rodak.
Yeah, Dylan, during the last game, it was mentioned on TV that coaches wanted you to let it loose some more and maybe not worry about the other guys around you and if they were doing their jobs. Just what's been that balance for you in terms of being the field general and also trying to do your own job on the field?
It was a lot, actually. From the beginning all the way up to now, I feel like I had to find my identity again, as well as, lead the younger guys and then try and, be the signal caller. So I felt like I had a lot on my plate at the beginning of the season, and I had to really, level things out and balance things out. And I've met with Coach Saban on multiple occasions, just to help me out, and it's really helped me out, a lot, and I feel like like he said, I've been playing better throughout the games this year.
Christopher Walsh, go ahead.
Two things, please. Dylan, one, what does Patrick Surtain mean to this defense as it's been kind of growing and developing? And second of all, what does this game mean to the Louisiana guys who are going to be going back and playing at home?
Pat is definitely a key piece in our defense. He's a leader, and all the other guys, as well as myself, we look to him to make plays. Just we look for everyone else on our defense to make plays. But ultimately, it's just all of us. We have to do our jobs, and it's not necessarily like a single individual in our defense who, you have to look out for. It's pretty much everyone. We all just have to do our jobs. And as far as, the Louisiana guys, we just looking at this as another game. We're not trying to put too much, into it. I'm a senior now. I've played in this game a couple times. So, I'm just looking at it as a regular game.
Back over to Tony Sakalas.
Yeah, Dylan, there's a lot said after this game. There's a lot of clips that came out from LSU and how they reacted. Did that provide any motivation to the team moving forward in this game?
We're not worried about that at all. Like I said, we're just trying to play one game at a time, and just get better each and every week.
And over to Michael Casagrande.
How hard was it for you to sit there and be on the sideline last year and watch that game, as high scoring as it was and how hyped and everything as it was, to not be able to play that game?
It wasn't just that game. It was every game, man. Like, missing the entire season, that was a lot for me. I never missed a game, throughout my entire football career ever since, I was a little kid. So the entire season last year was hard for me.
There are no other questions, so that wraps it up for today's press conference.
Cool.
Thank you again, everyone.